This conference will now be recorded.
I'd like to call the Environmental Control Committee meeting to order at 7:16 p.m. Present are committee members Heeman, Glassburn, and Williamson, our Council President Jones, Councilpersons Schuman, Kelly, and Broussard, our Law Director, Finance Director, Human Resource Director, City Engineer, Police Chief Wagner, and guests. On our agenda to discuss tonight is 2021-22 as amended. The last committee meeting, we made a recommendation to amend 2021-22, and I believe everyone has received a copy of the amended legislation, but I'll go through it briefly. The title will now read, "A resolution authorizing the Department of Public Service to solicit quotes for the award of a contract to provide construction services for the 2021 Catch Basin Rehabilitation Program." The other amendment is in the third whereas. We are striking the last portion of the last sentence, and it will now read, "Whereas it is the desire of this council to authorize the Department of Public Services to solicit quotes for the award of a contract to provide construction services on catch basins at various locations in the city described as the 2021 Catch Basin Rehabilitation Program, period." Section 1 is amended to read that the Department of Public Service BN is hereby authorized to solicit quotes for the award of a contract to provide construction services for the City of North Olmsted's 2021 Catch Basin Rehabilitation Program at various locations in the city as budgeted, not to exceed $50,000, and upon completion of the solicitation process, the Department of Public Service shall provide to the City Council a summary of the quotations received. The section 2 is amended to read that this resolution is hereby declared to be an emergency measure immediately necessary for the preservation of the public health, safety, and welfare, and for the further reason that it is necessary that this legislation go into effect immediately in order to timely obtain construction services and commence seasonal work on damaged catch basins within the city, and further provided that it receives the affirmative vote of 2/3 of all members of council, it shall take effect and be enforced immediately upon its passage and approval by the mayor. I would also like to state that in the title, we added "and declaring an emergency as amended." Are there any questions from our committee with regard to these amendments? Are there any questions from council with regard to these amendments? Okay, I also would like to put this on suspension for this evening. So I'd like to make a motion to recommend to full council 2021-22 as amended, declaring an emergency and asking for suspension, and ask for a second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. That will conclude the meeting at 7:19.